Hey everyone, it's Matt and Goose, and today, continuation of the S series, we're going to talk about the Great Dragon, a unit that I was really excited to play around with here in Global. But unfortunately, those plans kind of got nixed, and I'll tell you why. Stay tuned. All right, everyone, back again here. Great Dragon was the unit that I really wanted to re-roll for. Even though I know Killing Machine and White King were by far the best two units to re-roll for, I wanted to play with a Dragon Breath team. And in order to unlock it and to make it even worthwhile, you needed the Great Dragon because of his leadership effect, which is to raise Dragon Breath potency by 20%. In this game, breath is level based, which is semi annoying because you're basically really, if you want to come out with a powerful team, you're kind of stuck with A and S units. Basically, once you get B and below, you start running into just not enough levels to get you that damage. And it wasn't always the greatest damage overall, so you really needed to have a strong leader to do that, and I really wanted to run a dragon team. It failed because Gotcha didn't get me what I wanted, and the red dragon never came on top of it, which really limited how many dragons there are. So, unfortunately, right now, the Great Dragon leadership effect is just not nearly as useful as it was in Japan with the red or dread dragon, along with a couple other dragons that had breath. Because with the green dragon, you can get it to 5 hearts, etc., etc. Right there, that's three very powerful units that you could get that had breath. You had Sizz, you had Frizz, you had Crack here, or Crackle type damage. So it was a pretty good elemental team overall that looked fun. I really wanted to play with it. So that's why I went for the Great Dragon. Unfortunately, as I say, with all that, it just didn't happen. The Great Dragon is a dragon. Go figure, right? And is an attack class. Its three skills are all crackle based, which does limit his effectiveness overall. But the nice thing is he does have one crackle type physical damage, so he's not locked into breath, and you can help him using attack weapons as well. So the first skill here is Chilly Breath. Let's go to here for the ability. It is a deals moderate crackle type breath in all enemies for AoE. I've got mine at +5. MP cost is 27. This is the skill that you're going to use 30% of the time. Basically, it's a good skill to do damage. Overall, and it's very MP conservative, so you can use it for a lot of times overall. The problem is my dragon's 80. It's S3. It's maxed out right now. It really needs to at least get to 90 before you start seeing enough damage to make it worthwhile. And there's just other units that I want to level up first. So he's been sitting on my bench roll for a little bit now. At some point, though, I would like to get him up there. Second skill is his physical damage, which is Blizzard Rush. Um, I have that also at +5. Its MP is actually really cheap at 17, and it's nice where this is the skill right now that I'm actually using pretty much the most often, just because overall it does about as much damage as it does more damage than Chilly Breath because if I equip a good weapon on him, the attack actually makes it a little stronger. Um, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. If I get him to 100 though, or even 90, Cold Breath, his third skill, which costs 81. I haven't leveled it. My killing machine is getting all of my crackle A books to level it up. It does deal a lot of crackle type breath damage, and it really scales very nicely with its leadership effect and very high levels. But once again, weaknesses here is that all of its skills are cold, and just kind of to give you a hint, basically you're going to be looking for another physical type skill that's outside of cold, so he's not fully locked in. His awakening skills here, you can see is I do have his first awakened skill where crackle ability up and MP use down. This is actually pretty useful. It will lower his the usage of the MP consumption, and does give more damage to the crackle skills. So it does help a lot with his damage. The next one is second dupe is frizz resistance plus 25. Third and fifth is cold breath power going up 5, and 40 is sizz resistance up 25. His level 100 stats are actually pretty good overall, and the attack, especially for his ability for his Blizzard Rush, is actually pretty good. This is the reason why I so wanted to try him in Global, was to see if I could, how well he really was, how well his leadership effect went, and was it enough damage to outpace certain other teams. Unfortunately, I haven't had really the ability to try it yet, and it's getting late in the game for that. So, unfortunately, I can't really tell you, but if you do have a Great Dragon, you do have the Green Dragon, and you want to try it out, let me know, please, in the comments. But its HP is pretty good at 690. Its agility is amazing at 403. MP 356, which is still enough to do 4 cold breaths. And his wisdom is poor at 215, but I've seen much worse. The attack at 326 and the defense at 320. That combination's pretty good for defense and HP. So it is fairly tanky. And with its agility, it can attack, maybe not first all the time, but it still moves fast enough where you're not chasing enemies down the line. So his movement of 2 doesn't hurt you nearly as badly as some other units who have a movement of 2. And his arena weight is 50. And once again, if I have the ability to do that, I may want to go for an arena team that's dragon based and see how that works as well later on. So this weapon to give him is a sword. Helps with the HP and attack. It really gives him enough HP and enough attack to use his Blizzard Rush fairly well. It gives Dragon physical potency plus 4, so the Dragon Fang Sword only really works with Blizzard Rush. So this is kind of focusing on Blizzard Rush, trying to help it out to make it powerful. And if you do this, this isn't then the worst unit to go with you as well, because you can do some pretty decent damage at low MP cost with the Dragon Fang Sword. And it acts as a good tank. It doesn't have the Queen Slime ability to draw or to push like the King She Slime, but still, for its speed, it has good HP and good defense. Pretty good stats overall. You clear this in the Dragon Road 6 clear reward, and in Alchemy, if you roll here, you want to look at the Dragon HP, then Dragon Attack, and Dragon Agility. Once again, you're focusing this for Blizzard Rush only. The sword then still helps you an awful lot with the HP, and gives just that smattering of attack, which once again is only for the auto attack or the Blizzard Rush. Once again, it helps him with being a tank. It is a good sword for Great Dragon, and does make him even more usable as a single unit instead of a leader. His preferred learned skills, it's pretty simple. what you're looking for is I want a different skill element so that he can use. Once again, this will help with the Dragon Fang Sword. So I chose Zap, Bang, and Whoosh overall here. Um, Almost tempted to do others, but I think Tempest Slash is the best choice for him. But at really any elemental physical damage helps a great deal. That's what you should focus on. It gives him just that ability to do one other thing and does make it a lot more useful overall. Mine doesn't have a learned ability just because I put him on the bench. So, overall, that's all I've got for the Great Dragon. It is very disappointing that so far we do not have the Red or Dread Dragon. If we did, was hoping to get one that really would have made his leadership more effective. But especially as I say, if you farmed the DQ1 event, got the Green Dragon up to full 5 hearts, you have a very good leader with 2 very top end units that can do damage, that you can boost their damage as well. But right now, what Great Dragon is a decent unit, and focus on his Blizzard Rush over his breath skills, at least initially. If he is your only Crackle unit that can use A, then go ahead and go Cold Breath. Otherwise, leave it unleveled. Killing Machine is by far more potent as a physical damage dealer. But yeah, I was really high hope for having a Dragon team because of Gotcha and the change in the schedule for units. It hasn't panned out yet. As I say, I specifically re-rolled for Great Dragon, was really excited, and unfortunately, it hasn't panned out for me. So, if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Also, I will probably be doing a couple more future runs here in the next couple of days. But more importantly, travelers, I hope you guys are all having fun. Keep your slurps and your slimes close to you. And all in all, travelers, have fun. I'll see you around.